How's it going, guys? Just a quick update on the Polarlite switch. I've got the base and the back wall pretty much done, and the little table there. From what it was previously is just some minor alterations, just dry brushed a few extra colours on and some washes for some grime and stuff. Still got to add some pastels to it, but for the most part it's done. I do have most of the accessories. Nothing's glued down, but just most of the accessories are done here. We have the lamp and the little snake and bats and stuff on there. The back of the cages, if I can get it in. Yeah, that's all completed. So it basically sits behind there, which you can't really see once it's in there. But I will be adding a light, basically shining down from the top of the cages, because there's like a small gap there, so it'll illuminate all the cages. And there's no bases on the, sort of between each cage, so the light will just glow straight through. Not sure if I'm going to go for like maybe a green or a red. Not sure that yet. We'll sort of wait till the end. It's an easy thing to do. The other thing I've been working on is the pot. I've decided to go with the glow in the dark piece for this because it's more translucent. So because I decided to light up the pot, a little bit of that glow will shine through once it's in there, and mostly I want it around the edges. So I don't think I'm going to glue this in. I might just sit it on top. It's not really going to go anywhere anyway. And that piece itself is all glossed up, detailed out the bats and snakes and rats and whatever else is in there. The only thing I really need to do with this now is add some sort of orange drips and stuff all over the pot, and maybe follow it up with some 5-minute epoxy just to give it some depth, just sort of create some drips down the side. And that'll be done. I've drilled out a hole in the bottom for a light there. I've got to find an orange LED. Probably won't have it flickering or anything, just sort of steady on. And this is stuck. Anyway, one thing I had to do was shorten one of the links here in the chain that holds it up. It was sitting too low. It was almost like right on the ground, and it didn't look right once you had it wouldn't fit basically once I put the LEDs under there for the fire, and the fire itself was sort of getting in the way. And actually, speaking of the fire, the pieces that come with the kit are very, I don't know, they look a bit bodgy, so I don't really want to use them. What I had seen somebody else, Illuminated Kits I think was the channel, and he actually had the same idea with the crystal ball and the cotton wool for the hair. But one thing I did like is he used a hot glue gun for the flames. So I thought I'd try that, and it actually worked out pretty good. What I did was cover the pot with some cling wrap and then some baking paper, and then just sort of drew on the flames myself with the hot glue gun, and it turned out like that, which is not too bad. I think I'm going to have a second attempt at it, probably get it better the second time, and I may change the colours up a bit. Sort of looks a bit too reddish, stands out a bit too much, but it looks a hell of a lot better than what the kit part gives you. I'm not sure if I'm going to add some sticks under there. Probably not really going to see it, so I probably won't. I may add some polyfill or cotton wool under there as well to sort of act like smoke. But for the most part, that's pretty much complete. Then we've got all these little accessories that go everywhere. What I'll do is just sort of move this out of the way and recenter the camera for you. Okay, so here's all the bottles and jars that come with the kit. Because this is a glow-in-the-dark version, they give you basically double the sprues. In this case it worked out well because you have the clear sprue, and you have a glow-in-the-dark sprue, which is it's not really see-through, it's just translucent, sort of whitish material. So the glow-in-the-dark pieces, I just painted them, so they were flat, whereas the clear pieces, I just painted the inside of them so they kept their clear translucency, I guess. For example, these ones here on the end, these 4 on the end are all the clear ones, so I sort of painted them up to look like, the old brownish bottles or green glass that you get. And I'll put some herbs inside these ones, and I've given them all labels as well, and sort of dirty them up with some pastels. This one just has, well, to look like liquid, so just sort of put some Tamiya smoke along the sides, the walls, and you can really see it, but anyway. And the same with this one, Tamiya clear green, and this one's got some herbs in it as well, just to create some sort of visual interest. And all these ones are, the glow-in-the-dark pieces, so I just painted them to make it look like they were solid bottles, I guess. The ones on the end, this particular one, I wrapped around some thread to get that, I don't know really what that look is. It's maybe to keep the jars cool or something, kind of like insulation, or I don't know. Same with this one, just made a pattern out of masking tape, kind of look like that netting stuff that they use. I'm not really sure what it's called or what it's used for, but anyway, that's what I've done with the bottles. Okay, another thing I did was, that doesn't come with the kit, was I created the crystal ball. Now this is just a marble which I painted with the Tamiya smoke to cover up the actual marble inside. You can still see the little waviness inside, but once you actually light it, it adds to the effect. It would probably be better, you can get those marbles that have that sort of galaxy look to it, but this is all I had on hand. I guess if I ever find one I can just replace it, but that's all I have at the moment. The base of it is 3D printed. It was really simple thing to do, and I just thought that was the easiest way for me to do it, since I have access to a 3D printer. It's very easy to scratch build that anyway, but you got the tool, why not use it? And it was just painted up in browns, dry brushed basically, for brown wash as well. Then we have some of this paraphernalia here, some posters and receipts and letters and whatever, just going to sort of scatter around the place on the floor. Not sure how it's going to look yet, it may be too much, but they're there if I need them. And the other thing I did was made some scrolls, like magic scrolls or recipes or spells, whatever. Did some small ones and some larger ones. Small ones I just glued them all together. One's a bit loose, but anyway. These ones are all loose, so I'm not really sure where I'm going to put them yet, but they're there. So either they're going to be, just thrown about on the floor, or maybe I'll stack them on top of the cages or something like that. There's a double one here with a little decorative thing on it. And the other thing that I've done is I made some books. Just move these out of the way. Little magic books, magic spells and whatever. These two sort of just sit on top of each other, just for decoration. This one's going to be open on the table where she's cooking from, or something like that, and it's upside down. I still want to make like a little bookmark to hang down from that. I think that'll look cool. I've just written there, Book of Spells, Volume 4, and just wrote down some names of famous witches who've contributed to the book, say. These ones don't really have anything, just Volume 2 and Volume 1. Got basic and advanced, just for a bit of decoration. And that's about it. That's where I am at the moment. The witch herself hasn't really been, haven't really done much to her at all. Just given her dress a bit of a base coat of brown. That's about it. I want to finish off all the details and the base first, and then sort of concentrate on the witch. So that will be on the next update. So hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you later.